Alrighty, we're going to be giving a quick day trading and swing trading recap. Today we're kind of just staying alive. Yesterday we had a really rocking day, over like $1,000 in realized profits and a little bit more in unrealized profits. So we're going to be going over the trade recap. So first trade of the day was SQ, and SQ had a all-time high break this morning. And we placed a bid order to get long on SQ just in this 159 area, and we just had a huge red candle, a 3% down red candle, and that really hurt a lot, but it was so fast that it came right back up, so that was our stop level, the low of that huge sell-off, and we got a nice push up. Was sitting good on the position, but didn't take profits. I was looking for something of about 165 area, and eventually we started to roll over, and right where I sold this share, because we do have some shares from about 153, I ended up taking a small expense trade on Square, $300 into 240, so $60 expense trade on SQ to start the day. I do think SQ, just because it made an all-time high and didn't go through, sometimes it just needs more time to consolidate and find buyers to push through that all-time high. So huge IV crush. We did reload a debit spread on SQ, 162.5, 165, that expires tomorrow. It's about $30 risk, but a max profit of 220. So that's a favorable risk to reward, and SQ has a chance to reach those all-time highs tomorrow if the SPY does not sell off like crazy. So our next trade of the day was Disney, and Disney was a nice revenue trade from the swing trade. We ended up turning $29 into $89, and Disney had a nice push up, nice pullback, and we took our contract off right at about 135, I think on this red candle right there. So Disney took that contract off, and then later I wanted to reload on Disney over 135. Looks like it could be a bottoming pattern. Since this was such a huge sell-off, you can't just expect it to bust right through the highs. Come up and then zigzag just a little bit. So come up, come down just a little bit, and then maybe do that for a while, and then eventually pop. So we went long over 135, and my stop was 134.74, and eventually our stop hit. So right there we went long, and our stop hit at 134.74 for a $19 expense trade, which is unfortunate, but you know, that's okay. It was a small risk, and the potential reward is a good $200. So taking those setups every day will, or in the long run, will be good. So our next trade of the day was Microsoft, MSFT. And Microsoft had news that they're going to be buying TikTok with Walmart, and Microsoft had a huge push up. I should have went long over 223, but I was fiddling with the Disney trade and SQ, so I missed this great move. I mean, this is like $300 into like $1,000 right here, just in a couple minutes. But we were talking about this live, that Microsoft is looking good over 228.50. I didn't take the trade because we hadn't consolidated enough to my liking. So Microsoft had a nice push up, made a new all-time high, but just barely, which means it could be a false breakout, because look, we made the new all-time high and then sold off on high volume, put in a 1-minute bear flag, then sold off. Then we zoom out and higher time frame consolidation is happening, consolidation being just zigzagging. So Microsoft zigzagging, and we formed this nice triangle pattern. And right here, I thought we would break out, and we eventually did not break out. I was caught in a bull trap probably, but we had a nice increase in volume on that candle. I thought we'd get the push up. We did not, and I had to take my stop just under 228.24, I think my stop was. And so that was an unpleasant expense trade of $64. Not a huge deal, especially after yesterday, but still, you always want to hit every trade that you make, but you know, that's the way the market is. So our next trade of the day was SPY, and SPY, we actually caught a short trade because SPY was really selling off. We had a nice push down, put in a bear flag, and so I went short just under 347.50 area, and then I added just below 347.39. We took some profits at 347, and the other share I just wanted to let go, or the other contract I just wanted to let go to break even. SPY started to roll over, but then buy programs started coming and SPY tagged me out for break even on the second contract. So that was a nice $20 gain on the SPY puts. Would have liked to have gotten a little bit more, but super thankful that we didn't, that we took that break even stop on the second contract, because as you can see right now, SPY is really ripped up from those lows of 347. So that was the next trade of the day. And then based on our swing trades, the big one that we're looking at is SHLL. And SHLL, we caught a dip buy at its previous all-time high. And when it comes into a previous all-time high, it's usually a good chance to buy again. So SHLL, we had a nice push down right into the old all-time high. That's 34.63. So I started adding some shares. I had even got a share down at 133.86. Got a nice push up, and then I started to add once we were holding the old all-time high support and coming out of it. Then as we started cruising up, we've just been adding shares. And I might even add another share right now here on this little dip. So I'll join the bid right here, see if we can get a fill. If not, oh well. Thanks for tuning in. Leave a like if you made some money off the game plan this week, especially Microsoft. Microsoft, if you've been long since 215, boy, you're really racking in the dough. So hit a like if you made money from the game plan. Be sure to watch out for this week's game plan on Sunday. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. See ya.